This is for everybody out there listening. If you've cut off your relationship with your parents, even though you think you may have a great reason, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something contrary to the commandment to honor your father and mother. Now, if your father is a roaring drunk and he can't be trusted because he's violent, that's a different type of situation. And I understand that those situations do occur. But absent something like that, if you're miffed, you're angry, you're offended, you're irritated because your mom and dad did X, Y, or Z, get over it. Put it aside. Honor your father and mother. And it doesn't mean that you have to bow down before them or anything, but just common courtesy. Your mom sends you a note, let her know that you got it and thank her for it. Don't cut off communication with your parents. What does the Bible say? It says in Proverbs that if you honor your father, you will have a long life. Now, that can be understood figuratively, but talk about repeated reminders about honoring your father and mother. It's a real obligation. Don't neglect that obligation. Second point, if as a result of some friction with your parents and you just sort of shut them out of your life and whatever mode that takes, remember they have a right to know their grandchildren. So it's not fair to say it lightly. It's not fair. It's also, I would say, it is sinful if outside of some unique circumstance where your dad's a roaring drunk or he can't be trusted or your mother is whatever. I mean, those are unusual situations. Aside from something like that, if you're depriving your parents of knowing their grandchildren, that's a sin. And I don't know if anyone's really ever said that out loud, so let me say it. Honor your father and mother, the fourth commandment, and Jesus meant that when he talked about it, and we should take it seriously.
For more of The Patrick Madrid Show, visit relevantradio.com/Patrick.